Waterford Speedbowl, happy birthday going out to you. But right now, it's time to call the racing action on the speedway as the green flag goes up in the air. Mollinson shows the way down into turn number one.
Perry's going to fall into second down the back straightaway. Top two single file. The battle is for third. One car out of shape. John Dittman going to stack everybody up down the back straightaway. And is he going to save it? He does. Everybody takes offensive action. One down, and it's the 39 of Mollison leading the first lap.
So right now, Jason Mollinson shows the way off of turn number two. But meanwhile, further on back, John Puglisi's trying to work his way up to the front, as is the number 78 of Chris Birdsall. Diego Monahan is also in that mix as well. But having a very strong run so far, Moose Stoughton with car number 9.
Moose Stoughton runs in fourth, just ahead of Procaccini, who started deep in the field. He started eighth. He's up into the top 5, trying to grab another spot down the back straightaway as they work to the outside of Jess Gleason in car number 81. Slow to the inside lane. Lap 3 complete with Mollison out front as the field crosses the line. Everyone in the front 3 anyway, single file. Jess Gleason gets a little out of shape in turn number 2, allowing Procaccini to the outside, grabbing the 4th spot.
So some good side-by-side action here in our Sportsman feature event with Mollinson showing the way. Currently running in second, it's the 36 of Roger Perry, the hometown oil entry. Meanwhile, in third, it is car number 9 for Moose Stoughton.
Everybody singling out. Norman Root a little off the pace over in turn 2, got booted up the track, lost 3 spots in the process and broke his momentum, will fall outside of the top 15. Front 4, single file, make it the top 5 as the 16 jumps into line for Walt Hovey. He's going to try and reel in the top 4. Also the 4 coming up through for Mark LaJoy. He and Hovey go at it for 5th and 6th out on the speedway as everybody shuffles the deck off of turn number 4 from about 7th on back. A lot of great side-by-side racing. Chris Birdsall's in the mix along with Monahan, Diego Monahan that is, in car number 3. And the 53, who has slid back just a bit, started up toward the front. That is Mike Finkley off of turn 4 down to complete lap number 7.
Well, I'll tell you, the gentleman that's in 4th right now, it is Procaccini. And right now, he has certainly a strong race car. Car number 79, working his way to the front, and he's doing it in a hurry. Right in front of him, he's got a good side-by-side battle going on between Moose Stoughton and the 9. Well, no longer a battle there, but there was a battle between the 36 of Perry and the 9 of Downton. Right now they have separated themselves, and meanwhile Procaccini's on his way to the front. He's in 3rd right now.
Roger Perry started on the outside of the front row, slid back 2 spots, moving Downton up into 2nd and 3rd, belonging to Procaccini, who has probably been the hard charger of the race so far in car number 79. Started in 8th, is now up to 3rd, and is reeling in Moose Downton for the 2nd spot. They race down the back straightaway. Front 4 broken away from Walt Hovey, who runs in 5th.
Off turn number 4, back down to the stripe. Jason Mollinson shows the way. Moose Stoughton runs 2nd. Procaccini is 3rd, then Roger Perry in 4th. Further on back, great battle shaping up there for 5th. Right now, the 16 of Walt Hovey has that spot occupied at this time, but the man that's moving in is car number 4. That is the 4 of Mark LaJoy, and the LaJoy's Auto Parts for Doors Auto Body entries. They work off turn 4.
LaJoy trying to get that spot back down to the stripe to the inside of Walt Hovey. That's a battle for 5th and 6th with Monahan in the wings in 7th. The 83, Ed Gertsch, trying to make his way up into that battle as well, looking to the outside lane down into turn number 3, but falls back in the line.
Off turn number 4, they're nose to tail. The next battle on the speedway is for about the 15th position, and that's between the 43 of Puglisi and the 81 of Gleason. Gleason trying to work up to the outside. Puglisi now puts left side rubber right down on the white line as they'll work off turn number 2. And then meanwhile, back up front as they work off turn number 4, it's our leader, Jason Mollinson. But right now, Moose Stoughton's got something to say about that as he'll take car number 9. He'll position that machine down to the inside off of turn 2.
That one slides it to the inside of Mollison, who has led every lap to date. Can he lead when he hit the stripe to complete lap number 14? We'll see. Off the corner, down to the line, and he leads it only by about 5 inches over Moose Stoughton, who is there and up alongside as they run side by side. Procaccini's in 3rd with Roger Perry rounding out the front 4, all grouped nose to tail and side by side down into turn 3.
Well, great battle for the number 1 spot. Moose Stoughton with car number 9. Works his machine right down to the inside. Mollinson is up to the outside. The best seat in the house, it is Procaccini. But also closing in as well, it is car number 36. That is Roger Perry, the hometown oil Steve Shaw excavating entry, as he currently runs 4th. In 5th, it is the number 16 for Walt Hovey, but right behind him, great battle going on between Diego Monahan and LaJoy.
LaJoy to the inside, Diego Monahan to the outside. Ed Gertsch going to try and get around them both down the back straightaway, but has to fall back in the line. Now peeks a look to the inside of Diego Monahan, who slides back a spot.
So some good action on the Speedway. This is our Sportsman feature event. Of course, Sean Monahan a few weeks ago took down the 2001 championship for the Sportsman division. He right now runs with car number 31. And meanwhile, car number 3, speaking of Monahan, that's Diego Monahan, Sean's brother, who is off the pace. As right now you can see that machine just limping around the speedways. He positions himself right down below the white line. He has been shown the black flag, so some type of a problem on car number 3. What a way to end the season. Not a way Diego wanted to end the season, but he will get that car out of harm's way and get that down in the center of the infield. But right now, the gentleman on the move, car number 9 for Moose Stoughton. Procaccini runs second. In third, it's Mollinson. That's a great battle for third between Mollinson and Perry.
Mollinson led the opening 14 laps of this feature event, has since slid back to third, with Moose Stoughton getting by a couple of laps ago. Jim Procaccini followed suit. He's up to second, with Mollinson third, Roger Perry fourth, Walt Hovey in fifth. But it has competition, though, off of turn number 4 for that spot. Ed Gertsch looking to the inside, gets a little out of shape here on the front straightaway, and will remain in the 6th position. Right now, everyone's signaling out Jack Aquilina up to 7th. In car number 11, he started deep in the field, back in 22nd, already up into the top 10, running 7th as they make their way back down to the line. Approaching halfway here pretty quick already. 22 laps complete.
Well, the top 10 nose to tails. They work it off turn number 2, the best battle on the Speedway now. It is between Puglisi and Dwayne Dorr. Puglisi will take that spot away down the back straightaway. Dwayne Dorr certainly has had a great 2001 season. He's picked up a couple of victories and certainly very, very impressive in 2001. Watch for some strong things from that team in the 2002 season. In the meanwhile, up front, Moose Stoughton trying to cap off the 2001 season in the Sportsman division with a win. Of course, he'll be up in a little bit later on in his late model machine as well. Right now, he's showing the way off turn 2 with car 9.
It'll be the cross flags this time off of turn number 4, signifying halfway home in the Sportsman feature event. 25 down, 25 to go, and it's Moose Stoughton out front. Procaccini in second. They have created a large gap between Procaccini and third place for the 36 of Roger Perry. Everybody's shuffling spots. Walt Hovey's up to 4th in car number 16, with Ed Gertsch rounding out the top 5 in car number 83. He wants the spot from Hovey off of turn number 4. Jack Aquilina is in the mix along with the 39 of Jason Mollison. The 4 sliding back just a bit. He started up toward the front for Mark LaJoy. He started 10th. Now gets out of shape over in turn 2, losing a spot to Chris Birdsall in the 79 and also Dwayne Dorr in the 16.
So some good action here in our Sportsman feature event. But right now, the class of the field, car number 86 off the pace, as he will bring that car down into the center of the infield. But right now, as we told you, 2 drivers in a class all by themselves. Moose Stoughton, your leader, and Jim Procaccini, who runs in the 2nd position there as he's trying to close in on the number 9 of Moose Stoughton off turn 2. And meanwhile, further on back, battle for 5th there, as Aquilina was in the mix. Also in that mix as well, it is Walt Hovey, as we got some good action from about 5th on back, Kyle.
Walt Hovey has a spot. Ed Gertsch looks to the inside. He's going to take the position away back down into turn number 1. Jack Aquilina looking on. He's just outside of the top 5, sitting in the 7th spot. One car spins over in turn number 2, does a complete 360, kicks up a lot of smoke. Everybody keeps rolling, though. It's a 74 to spin out for Joe Mancini Jr. over in turn number 2. No caution, although it kind of shuffles everybody just a bit from about 10th on back.
So some good side-by-side action from 10th on back. One car, a lot of smoke coming from that machine. That is the Procaccini machine.
Spin over in turn number 2, going to collect Greg Massaro's. Caution is out.
So caution on the Speedway for problem in turn number 2. 2 machines getting collected up there. Massaros is one of them with car number 13. There's another machine there as well. Field over. The green flag is back up in the air, and we are back underway as they set sail down into turn number 1. They get between turns 1 and 2, no problem. In the meanwhile, from about 7th on back, we got some great action shaping up there. Dave Zemke with car number 17 takes a peek down to the inside of the Jason Mollinson machine. Also watching that unfold in front of him is car number 80. But in the meanwhile, back up front, Moose Dowden is your leader. Roger Perry runs second, but here comes a battle for the third position, and it's a good one as they exit off of turn number 4. The number 83, that is the 83 of Gertsch.
Trouble front straightaway, 7 spins, backs it into the wall, single car incident. Will keep on rolling for Pete Brockett Jr. The race leaders are off of turn number 4. Gertsch slides into third, Aquilina up high. Here comes Smith to the inside.
And we are still green, and it's Moose Dowden in command. Now the battle shapes up for second. Ed Gertsch Jr. slips out to the inside of the Perry machine as he'll take that spot away. Roger Perry now sits in the third spot. Great run this afternoon for Adam Smith with car number 95. Right now he's in a battle with the 11 of Jack Aquilina. But watching that battle right behind the Adam Smith, Jack Aquilina battle, it is Chris Birdsall with car number 78. One car off the pace. It looks like Joe Mancini worked up between turns 1 and 2. Don't know if he touched the Armco barrier, but some kind of a problem on car 74.
Pull it down to the inside and actually go behind the wall to the inside on the back straightaway for Mancini. No caution. Leaders are back down into turn number 3. Moose Dowden up front. Ed Gertsch is hot on his heels off of turn number 4. Moose Dowden, early race leader, runs in third, with fourth being Jack Aquilina. Rounding out the front 5, it's Adam Smith. Good battle for 6th and 7th with the caution out. Walt Hovey tagging the wall a ton over turn number 4. Also a car spinning to the infields. Caution out for the second time. 14 laps remaining. A heavy incident for Walt Hovey up in turn number 4. With the race leader continuing the Sportsman cars off turn 4. Back underway with Moose Dowden jumping out front. Roger Perry trying to grab the second spot away from Ed Gertsch. Is going to outrun him down into turn number 1. Perry falls into third. Here comes Jack Aquilina up the high side. He's going to fall in the 4th. Caution is out. False restart there for Moose Dowden. We'll try it again.
So once again, we'll try it all over again as they come back down to the line. You can see Hank Scarpa showing and pointing, telling him that he starts the race.
I think he's got his point across.
Yes, he did. Well, you know, you talk to a lot of people, Kyle, and you know, people who, you know, who come only once in a while and don't know. It is the starter that starts the race. It is not the lead car.
Well, in some divisions, the lead car, once the lead car accelerates, green flag waves. Not in short track racing here at Waterford. Starter waves the green flag. The leader has no say in when that flag's going to fly. Off turn 4, back underway. Even Steven down into turn number 2 with Ed Gertsch to the outside, hanging tough in the outside lane in car number 83. Doughton battling back to the inside down into turn 3.
So a good battle for the number 1 spot as Ed Gertsch Jr. working up to the outside, takes the spot away, coming off turn number 4. Moose Doughton now runs second. Roger Perry runs third. Good battle now for 4th. Adam Smith in that mix, along with the 11 of Jack Aquilina. Top 5 machines will exit off of turn number 2. In the meanwhile, further on back, LaJoy is also trying to work his way up to the front as well.
LaJoy trying to make his way to the front of the field after an incident a few laps ago in car number 4. Mired deep in traffic with Greg Massaros into 13. Jack Aquilina and Roger Perry in a good battle for 3rd and 4th. Moose Doughton slips a bit off of turn number 2, allowing Gertsch to pull away by a couple of car lengths. 12 to go off turn 4.
Further on back, a good battle for about the 11th position as Chuck Rogers now tries to work to the inside of car number 80, trying to take that spot away. But in the meanwhile, up front, Ed Gertsch Jr. shows the way with car number 83. Moose Doughton runs second. Now the battle's for 3rd. Perry down to the inside, Aquilini up to the outside as they battle for that 3rd spot. Adam Smith looks on in 4th.
Jack Aquilina has waited long enough. He wants the 3rd spot away from Roger Perry, and he wants it now. Down the back straightaway. Gets up alongside, down the back stretch with Adam Smith falling into 5th off of turn number 4 and just 10 laps to run in 2001 for the Sportsman.
Well, Ed Gertsch Jr. sat in victory lane on September the 22nd. He wants to end the 2001 season with a victory, and right now he's in fine form as he'll work off of turn number 4. Moose out in his second. Now the battle still for third as Aquilini to the outside. Roger Perry was down to the inside. Aquilini will take that spot away, moving Perry back to the 4th spot. Now Adam Smith moves into 5th. Then Dave Zemke there in 6th. Chris Birdsall 7th. Now a battle for 8th between Dwayne Dorr and the number 83 machine, or actually that's the 33 machine of course, Chuck Rogers, known as Uncle Buck.
Dwayne Dorr is going to grab that spot away from Rogers, shuffling him outside of the top 10. Back at the front, it's Ed Gertsch. One car spins over in turn number 2. It might be Pont, and it is Jimmy Pont and then the 61. They're still wrecking each other down the back straightaway. The 90 also involved for John Dietman. Jimmy Pont's car is going to stop. Jim Procaccini back out onto the track in the 79. Going extremely slow over in turn number 3. Caution out for the 3rd time with 7 to go.
So caution on the speedway for a problem that took place in turn number 2.
Just looking for him.
And right now he can't find the driver.
I think it might be the 90 over on the back straightaway.
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was too. So right now,
victory in 7 laps. Green flag, we're back underway, and Ed Gertsch leads them down into the corner.
so Gertsch shows the way down into turn number 1. Moose Downton hanging tough up on the outside. He may have something for him, but no, he'll have to fall back in line. And meanwhile, Moose Downton, who runs in second, he's got to be concerned with the 11 of Jack Aquilina now as they exit off of turn number 4.
Aquilina looking to Doutwin's inside. He's going to slam the door as they head down into turn number 1. Aquilina falls into 3rd. Smith is up to 4th. And here comes Dwayne Dorr. He's up into the top 5. Roger Perry caught in the outside lane in the 36, has slipped to 6th. Maybe 7th. Zemke's to his inside.
So Zemke now trying to work to the inside of the number 36 machine. Now Moose Downton slipped up the hill there just a little bit, and that was the opening that Jack Aquilina was looking for. Aquilina now will take the second spot away. Moose Downton now runs 3rd, but here comes Adam Smith now trying to work his entry down to the inside. That's the best battle on the speedway for 3rd. Further on back, great battle now for about the 9th position is Chuck Rogers now works to the inside of Ted Dupree off turn number 2.
Adam Smith has come from deep in the field, is now up into the top 3, and is hunting down the 11 of Jack Aquilina as Ed Gertsch pulls away in the 83. He's the race leader by 2 car lengths. Aquilina in 2nd, Smith in 3rd. 4th is Dwayne Dorr. He's just got by Moose Downton, who has slid to 5th.
So some type of a problem.
Trouble back straightaway. 3 cars involved, and Norman Root gets the worst of it in car number 80.
So Root's car comes to rest up against the Armco barrier, and that will bring the caution out.
Ted Dupree will pull away. A lot of right front damage onto his car, including a flat. We'll have to visit pit road, no doubt, before returning to green flag competition. As Norman
Afternoon, as the green flag goes back up in the air, Ed Gertsch Jr. shows the way trouble on the start as Roger Perry goes sliding down in the center of the infield. As they work off turn number 2, Aquilina made a bid for the number 1 spot, thought better of it. He'll tuck it back in line. In the meanwhile, off of turn number 4 and back down to the stripe.
This could get ugly as the 36 sitting stranded. White flag is out. A late flag as the race leaders are in turn number 2. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Ed Gertsch, the race leader. Aquilina in 2nd. Looking to the inside, but it's going to be Gertsch off 4.
Down to the stripe, picking up the victory. Ed Gertsch Jr. caps off the 2001 season with a win in the Sportsman division. Jack Aquilina comes home for 2nd. 3rd was car number 95 for Adam Smith.
So tough break for the driver of car number 36. Roger Perry, race leader early, fell back and then was collected in an incident on the last restart with 2 laps to go. Having a few words and exiting the speedway is Roger Perry. Moose Downton apparently missing the entrance to the pit area and will have to take an additional lap. Jack Aquilina, runner-up finisher, makes his way to the front straightaway. Had a strong car, started deep in the field. Made his way up to 2nd. Adam Smith in the 95. Finishing in 3rd, the Able Rigging and Transfer entry. Second and 3rd have made their way back to the front straightaway area. Gary Danko making his way down trackside. He'll have a word with him in just a moment. Ed Gertsch crosses the scales over on the back straightaway. Race winner will make his way around for the photos here in just a minute. Let's go down to Gary.
Well, thank you, Kyle. Adam Smith climbs out of the number 95 machine. Jack Aquilina comes over and congratulates him. And Adam, certainly a great run for you this afternoon here with car number 95, and certainly it's been a great 2001 season for you as well.
Yeah, it has. This has been our first year here at the bowl, and we absolutely love it. This place is great. This car's really been working good the last couple of weeks, and you know we hate the season's ending because the car's really working good.
Of course, you got a win back in June. Certainly you got to be happy with that and everything that took place in 2001.
Yeah, everything's just been great. The win's been excellent, and I couldn't do it without any of these great sponsors. I got Able Rigging and Transfer, Production Equipment, Aronson Service Center, Tiny's Auto Body, GCR Specialties gives me awesome power. I got to thank all of them.
Okay, Adam Smith caps off the season with a third-place finish here this afternoon. Of course, the great folks from USS Charterpot will be making their presentations down there. We'll get in here. We'll talk with Jack Aquilina, who finished second. And Jack, I'll tell you, you got to be happy with everything that took place here in 2001 for your team.
Yeah, I think we captured a top 5 in points tonight. We started deep in the field, 22nd, and I guess second's good enough, you know.
And I'll tell you, you really worked this machine up to the front.
Yeah, we're wheeling her. Yeah, so we're happy. We're happy with second.
Okay, Jack Aquilina with car number 11. He finishes second here this afternoon. But when the checkered flag flew, only one car could come to victory lane. And this afternoon, his second win in the 2001 season, Ed Gertsch Jr., the driver of car number 83, as Renee clicks off the photos down here. Of course, he got a win back on September the 22nd, and he caps off the 2001 season here October the 27th with a victory. Photos still being taken down here. Representative from the USS Charterpot down here making a presentation. Of course, they got some special things, the top 3 drivers in all the divisions. As Ed, come on right over here and talk to us about your victory here this afternoon. Certainly he had a great car. He had to work to the inside, he had to work to the outside, but he got the machine up front. He probably puts those arms up in the air, and certainly let's talk about today's event.
It was a lot of fun, boy. We came here primarily this year to have fun, and the crew worked really hard, and we won a couple weeks back there, and we took the following Saturday off. We didn't want to. We knew we had a fast car, and we didn't want to really chance balling it up the last Saturday night race. So we figured we'd take a couple of weeks, cross our T's and dot our I's, and here we are again.
How about some of that competition that was behind you? You had some great competitors there trying to take a shot at you.
I mean, I didn't get to see much of what was going on behind me, but I tell you what, that Moose Dowling, he's tough.
And when you beat a guy like him, or even go by a guy like Moose Dowling, you've done something right.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You've definitely done your homework, and you're a force to be reckoned with.
Well, we'll see you back here in 2002.
Absolutely, and I got to thank some sponsors. First of all, I got to thank the Charterpot. They're awesome. I said I got to thank Matco Tools. I got Dave Crow's attorney at law on the trunk. I got Big A Auto Parts for a sponsor. And what other country than America can you come and do this?
Okay, how about that? Ed Gertsch Jr. caps off the 2001 season with a victory here this afternoon.